Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. It's the Wisconsin Badgers and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Catching up with the Badgers head coach before the game, bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Badgers offense will have first crack at this one. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his. And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They're going to run it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Throwing Joseph. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. He's got it. Bulldozes his way through. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. So Penn State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes Rocco Beck. Hit the portal, came over from Iowa State. He had a tough game in that loss last time out. 3 times he threw picks and only 1 touchdown pass. Gonna run it. It's Hansen. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Back to the ground with the running back. A 5-yard pickup there leaves him with 3rd down and 5. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Floating away. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This kicker bragged that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. And it's no good. He missed it. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Trying to impose their will with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Finds a man on the right. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job, great catch. First down.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Handoff from the gun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Give to the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Going to the running game. Oh, what a cut! Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Badgers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it on first and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive.
He's going for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Badgers. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Using his legs, it's Hansen. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. Dropping back, it's Beck. Oh, they're after him. Fakes the grab. Still on his feet at the 45. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to throw. A little release to the back. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speeds through the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And you really want to pay this drive off. This is a nice drive by this offense. Got to keep it going. Got to keep the foot on the gas. Obviously trailing with a chance to tie this football game going into the half.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the 1st down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a 3rd down.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve. Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got the tight end. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Joseph shoots it to the left. Pick off! What a play by this defense. Got some room to run at the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Penn State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Coming out with it, it's Kearney. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the Wisconsin sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to get more of a push up front.
There he goes. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Badgers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Got his man. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Hansen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Maybe a crease. They stop him right there. A pickup of 10, enough for the first down, and we've also taken it to the 2-minute timeout. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. And that is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And you wonder if mechanically something is off with this kicker. That's now his 2nd missed field goal of the day. And guys, we've got almost perfect conditions to kick the football. I'm not sure what's going on.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Sets up the screen. didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. In the den of the crowd, here's Joseph. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete on third down. And the Badgers line up to punt it away.
And the defense is kind of smiling about that one, right? The receiver got a chance, got open, had a chance to make a play, but, man, you don't see it very often, but just lose concentration, and that is a big third down stop for this defense on that drop pass.
And there he goes. Touchdown, Penn. The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on it, and he just goes zoof, and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
Throwing Joseph. Here comes the heat. It's complete. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. To the air on first down. He's going to let it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Zings it complete to the right. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The Badgers now use their third timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Joseph, under fire. He's on the move. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On third down, he drops to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. He can haul it in, incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Illinois Fighting Illini.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get him face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. He'll run it again. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Scanning the field, it's Beck. Using the quick game. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. The play action fake. Quarterback extends the play. Connection to the right. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. The Nittany Lions go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Quarterback may change this route. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into the season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Joseph on the play action. Complete. Breaks the tackle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The Badgers decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
To the air, it's Beck. Got his man. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Running inside. It's Peoples. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
To the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Got his man on the right. Across the 25, he's got room. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, not every explosive play in the passing game needs to be a 70-yard bomb down the field. If you find your running back in the progression, you just get it to him quickly. He's one of the most dangerous guys on the field with the ball in his hands, and he showed you that. Great vision, great speed, phenomenal job after the catch, and it's a big...
And he's in! Touchdown, Penn State!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Kearney. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes the quick grab. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. It's not the first time they've seen that route.
They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Badgers will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Hey, guys, here on the Penn State sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. On the run, it's Hansen. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Taking it the other way.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah,
makes a grab and room to run. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the fourth quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game, it looks like.
Back to throw, it's Beck. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Lost the defense, is wide open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. Flips it out in the flat. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The run inside. It's Hansen. Jumped on top of the pile.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look.
Headed to the end zone. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds. But the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. So after getting nabbed for the hold, let's see what they come up with on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Here's the pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Motion from the wideout. They feed him again. Maybe some room here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Badgers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Might be calling a hot route. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop. And if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. In that loss last week, he just never got comfortable. Threw 3 picks, but much better today.
Much better taking care of the football. Listen, being the leader, he made the one mistake, but did a good job moving on from it, leading this offense, and ultimately...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that's the first thing that's really gone right this afternoon. You got a big deficit. You haven't hit the quarterback very often. You need to change that around. Good start of the second half here. Make him feel uncomfortable.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Back to pass, it's Beck. The throw to the outside is complete. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning. Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Running inside, it's Jackson.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your...
Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And the Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Beck. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State! And the pummeling has started. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. And they did tack on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Coleman. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The Badgers will send out the punt unit. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So this one had all